Good morning. Today I'm going to analyze the Academy of Natural Sciences of Drexel University in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For more than 200 years, patrons and general public alike have been welcomed through the doors of the Academy. Beginning in 1812, with more than 30,000 people walking through its doors in 1 year, to current times where almost 200,000 people walk through its doors, the interactive and educational displays found in its walls are meant to encourage science and the love of research. However, COVID hit hard. Starting on July 7th of this year, members can be welcomed through its doors again between the hours of 9 and 10 a.m., and the general public can be welcomed between the hours of 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Today I'm going to specifically go over two very individual types of material found in the walls of the Academy, beginning with the digital resources found on its website. The website boasts that in the Academy there are more than 30 different displays of dinosaurs as well as Mesozoic monsters. However, on the website there are only 9 of these 30 specimens available for statistical breakdown. All of the information is scientifically accurate and include information included but not limited to the scientific name and how to pronounce it, as well as the meaning behind the dinosaur's name, all the way to the height, weight, and how that organism obtained its energy, and whether or not the dinosaur specimens are found within the archived collection in the Academy's walls. Along with this, you can find artistic renditions done by a locally grown but famously known artist, Robert Walters, who really brings to life what these organisms look like using the fossils as well as musculature, posture to render an artistic example of these organisms with as much scientific accuracy as possible. The only liberties given are the pigmentation found on the skin. Outside of these stats, you can find within the website, as well as the library archives, different types of current events on research as well as collections and historical photographs that not only display past mounts of dinosaurs, but also show the evolution of the museum itself. Moving on to 2 different displays found within the walls of the Academy of Natural Science, I've chosen to focus in on the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Found within front and center of the Dinosaur Hall, the Tyrannosaurus Rex is actually a replica of the Tyrannosaurus Rex found at the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. On the right-hand side, the black and gray photos are actually the posture transformations of the Tyrannosaurus Rex over time, starting off with the top picture, which actually shows the Tyrannosaurus Rex in an erect position, to one where it's more horizontal in nature. In addition to the Tyrannosaurus Rex display, you can also find the Hadrosaurus Focus, the very first mounted dinosaur ever. Lovingly called Hattie, this particular display, which is found in the walls of the Academy now, also shown in the photo that you see on the screen, only shows the 35 cast fossils found within the Academy's collection. These 35 fossils were collected from a nearby fossil site in Haddonfield, New Jersey. And the curator at the time, Joseph Leidy, took these fossils and really not only produced the first mount in an encouragement way to provide more patronage to the museum, but also became the father of paleontology with some of his research on the Hadrosaurus Focus. In encouraging more patronage, the very first mount was done not only with Joseph Leidy, but also with the artistic help of William Hawkins. Through the library's archive photographs, you can find how the Hadrosaurus has transformed form and function-wise through these photographs. Beginning with Hawkins' studio, the very first mount incorporated those 35 original fossils within other casts of Hadrosaurus collected from around the world. This first rendering or photograph shows that the ilium is actually backwards. However, over time, the ilium has changed position to its final resting spot on the left picture, which was the final public display of the Hadrosaurus Mount, with Hawkins available in the photograph. Beyond the dinosaur halls, you can also find different rotating exhibits. Not only are they exhilarating and educational experiences, but from a personal perspective, I actually got to witness one of these as I was driving down the highway through Philadelphia. Dinosaurs on Earth, which was a rotating exhibit, and Dinosaur Days, where people from the general public can actually come in and observe paleontology at work within the Academy's halls by looking at some of the collected fossil remains that the Academy contains, all the way to dinosaurs around the world, which I personally experienced, which actually include this Spinosaurus on the back of a truck moving down the highway. This was actually an animatronic dinosaur mounted outside the museum's halls and was meant to encourage or entice people to come into the museum.